I start, I want to take a quick little survey. I don't know if you know there's like an election going on. By applause, how many of you are voting Democrat in the next election? Okay. Non-judgmental survey. How many of you are voting Republican? It's okay. Just want to get a read of the audience. Now, one more question. How many of you feel like, what's the difference? They're all a bunch of liars and hypocrites anyway? Yeah, some of you are with me. Oh, have you been watching the debates? I've been losing a lot of sleep over the debates because every time, I try to sleep, but every time they open their mouths, my BS alarm goes off, and it's really loud, so it's been that bad. But in case you haven't seen the debates, as a public service, here's all 3 hour-and-a-half long debates distilled into about 2 minutes. Are you ready? Are you ready for this? Okay, here we go. First question is to Senator McCain. Senator, in a McCain administration, what role do you see your wife Cindy playing? My friends. I think she should continue to do the great work in third world countries like Myanmar that she's been doing, lifting these people out of their misery, using her vast resources as a beer heiress. Because, my friends, nobody needs a happy hour more than these people. So I think it's a good thing. Great. Thank you. Senator Obama, in an Obama cabinet, who'd be your Secretary of State? Well, I think the perfect person. The most qualified to handle the Middle East would be Senator Hillary Clinton. Because the histories of the Middle East and her marriage have a lot in common. They've both been war zones for years. The other guy can't be trusted. And no matter how many promises and agreements the other guy makes, he's going to commit more and more numerous violations. So you learn to live with it like she has. Good choice. I think that'll work. Okay. Immigration. You both want to stem the flood of immigrants. Senator McCain, you say closing the border is your first priority. How are you going to do that? My friends, I got an idea. It's just crazy enough to work, okay? I say we build a great wall between the U.S. and Mexico. And the beauty of it is, we'll hire the illegals in our country now to build it from the other side. It's crazy enough to work. And I remember when I was a teenager, they did it over in China. Senator Obama, energy, a top priority in this country. How are you going to rid our foreign dependence on crude? Well, first of all, I believe we have a vast abundance of untapped sources of oil right here at home, deep beneath the pores of America's teenagers. The Republicans say that shale oil is the way to go. I say, why squeeze oil from rocks when our kids can squeeze it from their faces? It's a good job. It's good. It's a great idea. Senator McCain, we got to build more nuclear power plants, people. It's clean energy, and I got a great way to deal with the nuclear waste. Where to put it? One word, folks. Nevada. If Reno and Vegas can be cultural and moral wastelands, why can't the rest of the state be a nuclear wasteland? It's a great idea. Hey, put it in Area 51. Government says it doesn't exist. There you go. And Senator Obama, do you think Republicans have successfully labeled you as a flip-flopper? Well, yes and no. And Senator, you've been in the Senate for 3 years, and as far as legislation goes, you haven't written anything. That's not true. I've written 2 books. Yeah, all about you. And my friends, did you hear Obama wants to change his slogan from "change we can believe in" to "the acorn doesn't fall far from the tree"? And you never fall too far from the bush.
Maybe if you weren't such an empty resume.
Maybe if you weren't a walking fossil representing the mistakes of the past.
Maybe if you weren't too risky.
Maybe if you weren't too crazy.
And maybe if you weren't a great big poopy pants.
I know you are, but what am I? And on that note, the candidates have agreed to settle their differences by having a pissing contest off the bridge to nowhere. So, oh wait, they just did that. Okay. Anyway, and we do have a few words from former President Clinton is here with a few words. Mr. President, did you have any influence over your wife dropping out of the presidential race? Well, first of all, that was all her decision. She could have asked me, because no one knows more about when to pull out than I do, but... And Mr. President, during the primary, you criticized Barack Obama a lot. Can you say one nice thing about him? I think his wife is hot. And, sir, what are you going to do with your time now? I'm going to go back to work with my Clinton Global Initiative. We are raising money to help families of single parents pay for child care so they can go to work. I'm going to work tirelessly to reach out and touch as many single moms as I can. And, thank you, Mr. President. And President Bush, your legacy has been the war and rounding up the evildoers. What are you going to do with them when you round them up? How are you going to punish them? I think what we need to do is take these evildoers and lower them into the bleachers at Fenway Park. Put Yankees jerseys on them. When it's bat day, let nature take its course. Very good. And anything else there? The strategy I've laid out will take determination, bipartisanship, and responsibleness. And we will not fail. For generations, we've had a saying in the Bush family, where there's a will, there's an inheritance. Thank you, Mr. President. That's my time. Thank you.